Welcome to My AI and I, the podcast where humanity meets technology. Today's episode, AI Tutors, the personal learning revolution. Welcome back to My AI and I. I'm your host here with Navi, and today we're talking about how you can get a personal tutor for basically anything you want to learn for like $20 a month. Whether you're trying to switch careers, help your kids with homework, or you're a tutor wondering how to stay competitive, this affects you.
What's got your attention this time?
AI tutors. Want to learn coding to switch careers? Need to pick up Spanish for that promotion? Trying to understand your kids' calculus homework? Or maybe you're a tutor wondering how AI is going to impact your business. There are AI systems from companies like Khan Academy, Duolingo, and others that will teach anyone one-on-one, adapt to how they learn best, and work around any schedule. And if you're a human tutor, there are ways to use these same AI tools to make your services even better. Search interest for these tools is up 120% this year alone.
The adoption rate has been surprising even to industry experts.
Yeah, and here's what's interesting. This isn't just about career stuff. People are using AI tutors for everything from learning guitar to understanding their kids' calculus homework. The technology doesn't care if you're 25 or 55 or if you haven't been in a classroom for decades. Let's get specific here because AI tutoring isn't just ChatGPT helping with homework. What are the actual options people can use right now?
There are specialized platforms for different types of learning: coding, language learning, general academic subjects, and professional skills development. We'll cover the specific highly rated tools later in the episode.
I actually use several of these tools. GitHub Copilot has become part of my coding workflow, and I've been using Duolingo to learn Portuguese and now Greek. Though I'll be honest, I'm probably not taking advantage of all the AI features they offer.
That's common. Many users stick with the basic functionality they're comfortable with. But Duolingo Max, for example, can now adapt its lessons based on your specific mistakes, explain grammar rules when you're confused, and even have conversations with you to practice speaking.
Yeah, and let's be real about Duolingo for a second. They laid off a bunch of their human translators and writers to replace them with AI. And frankly, that's infuriating. These were people who spent years creating the quirky, fun content that made Duolingo actually enjoyable to use, and the company just tossed them aside to save money.
It's a concerning trend. Many of those contractors had specialized knowledge and cultural understanding that's difficult to replicate with AI. But this is exactly why it's important to understand how these systems actually work, so people can make informed decisions about when AI is appropriate and when human expertise is still essential. These systems analyze individual learning patterns in real time. They track which explanations resonate, where students get stuck, and even emotional responses like frustration or confidence levels.
So if a student is struggling with fractions, the AI doesn't just repeat the same explanation. It tries different approaches until something clicks.
Correct. It might switch from numerical examples to visual representations or relate fractions to something the student is interested in, like sports statistics or cooking recipes.
And this is all happening automatically while the kid is just trying to learn fractions.
The system builds a comprehensive profile of how each student learns best, then applies that knowledge to new topics.
How widespread is this getting? Because it sounds like we're talking about a pretty major change in education.
Platforms like Khan Academy's Khanmigo, Coursera Coach, and newer services like Tutor AI are serving millions of learners. Corporate training programs are integrating AI tutors from companies like Degreed and Cornerstone On Demand for employee upskilling.
And the cost difference is dramatic, right? Traditional tutoring versus AI.
A private tutor might charge $75 per hour. Khan Academy's Khanmigo is $20 a month, Duolingo Max is $30 monthly, and coding platforms like Replit's AI Tutor run about $25. For adults learning professional skills, this is game-changing. You can learn coding, data analysis, or digital marketing without expensive boot camps or graduate degrees.
That's not just a price difference. That's opening up career transitions that weren't financially feasible before. A factory worker who wants to learn web development, or someone in their 50s who needs to upskill, suddenly that's accessible.
It's potentially the biggest democratization of quality education we've seen.
Break down the technology for me. What's under the hood that makes this possible?
Advanced natural language processing combined with pedagogical algorithms. The system can decompose complex topics into learning sequences, provide multiple explanation pathways, and use techniques like spaced repetition to improve long-term retention.
And it's learning from every interaction with every student.
Yes, each conversation adds to the system's understanding of effective teaching methods. It's like having access to the collective experience of millions of tutoring sessions.
That makes sense. I know when I'm using GitHub Copilot, it gets better at predicting what I'm trying to code the more I use it. Same principle, but applied to education.
Exactly. And with language learning, these systems can identify patterns. Maybe you consistently struggle with verb conjugations, but excel at vocabulary, so it adjusts the lesson balance accordingly.
So, what happens to human teachers in this scenario? Are we automating them out of existence?
The relationship is more nuanced than simple replacement. Many educators are finding AI tutoring systems work best as teaching assistants rather than replacements. They can handle routine questions and drilling, freeing teachers to focus on higher-level instruction and emotional support.
That actually makes sense. Teachers spend a lot of time on repetitive explanations that AI could handle, leaving more time for creative projects and one-on-one mentoring.
And there's another angle that's really interesting. Human tutors who are embracing AI tools to enhance their own services. Instead of competing against AI, they're using it to create better personalized curricula for their students.
How does that work exactly?
Tools like Khan Academy's Khanmigo help tutors create differentiated lesson plans in minutes instead of hours, generate custom practice problems based on individual student weaknesses, and provide real-time insights into learning patterns. A human tutor can now offer the same level of personalization as pure AI systems, but with the added benefit of human connection and emotional intelligence.
So instead of charging $75 an hour and hoping parents will pay it, a tutor could use AI tools to justify that premium by offering truly customized instruction that adapts in real time.
Exactly. They can show parents detailed progress reports, create targeted interventions for specific learning gaps, and adjust their teaching approach based on data-driven insights. It's like having superpowers as an educator.
But let's be realistic. Some teaching positions are probably going away, especially in standardized test prep and basic skills instruction.
The job displacement is real, but smart tutors are adapting by using AI tools to enhance their services rather than compete against them directly.
Right. But let's not sugarcoat this. Companies like Duolingo already cut about 10% of their contractor workforce, translators and writers, and replaced them with AI. These were real people with families who got the axe, so the company could boost their profit margins. The CEO basically said, AI is happening now. Deal with it. That's pretty cold. What's this actually like from a student's perspective? Is learning from an AI tutor effective?
Many students report feeling more comfortable asking questions repeatedly without embarrassment. AI tutors don't show impatience or judgment. This is especially valuable for adult learners who might feel self-conscious about going back to school or learning new skills later in life.
That's significant. Whether you're 8 or 48, nobody wants to feel stupid for not understanding something immediately.
The personalization works well for adults too. If someone's learning project management through Coursera, the AI might use examples from their current industry to make concepts more relatable.
Right. And I've noticed this with the Coursera courses I've taken. The platform seems to adjust based on how I'm progressing, though I'm probably not using the full AI coaching features they offer.
Many learners aren't yet. But these systems can now provide real-time feedback on assignments, suggest additional resources when you're struggling, and even predict which concepts you should review before moving to advanced topics.
But what about learning alongside peers? That social element seems important.
That's one of the major limitations. While AI tutoring can be highly effective for knowledge transfer, it doesn't replicate the collaborative learning and social development that happens in traditional classrooms.
Right. Because learning isn't just about absorbing information. It's about learning to work with others, handle disagreement, present ideas, all that messy human stuff. This is reshaping the entire tutoring industry, isn't it?
Absolutely. Human tutors charging premium rates are finding it difficult to compete with AI available 24/7 at a fraction of the cost.
What happens to the thousands of people making a living as tutors?
The high-end market will likely focus on areas requiring deep human expertise: college admissions consulting, advanced creative writing, specialized subjects where emotional intelligence matters.
But the mass market for basic tutoring is probably gone.
The economics are simply too compelling for families to ignore. Why pay $60 an hour when you can get personalized instruction for $20 a month?
We should talk about the problems with this, because nothing's perfect.
AI hallucination is a real concern in educational settings. When an AI confidently presents incorrect information, students may accept it without question.
And these are often young learners who haven't developed strong critical thinking skills yet.
There are also concerns about data privacy. These systems collect detailed information about children's learning patterns, interests, and even emotional responses.
Plus, we're adding more screen time to kids' lives when many parents are already worried about device usage.
The trade-offs between educational benefits and potential negative effects of increased digital interaction are still being studied.
How is this playing out internationally? I imagine different countries are approaching this differently.
China has been the most aggressive adopter. AI tutoring is mainstream there. The US is more cautious, mostly using these tools as supplements rather than primary instruction.
What about developing countries where access to quality teachers is limited?
That's where the potential is enormous, but internet infrastructure remains a barrier. AI tutoring could leapfrog traditional educational limitations, but only with reliable connectivity.
So this could either help level the global educational playing field or create new forms of digital inequality. Looking ahead, are we moving toward completely AI-driven education?
The trend appears to be hybrid models: AI for personalized content delivery and practice, humans for mentoring and creative development.
That sounds reasonable. Use AI for what it does well. Keep humans for what they do best.
We're also seeing AI systems that attempt to teach problem solving and creativity, though they're still limited compared to human capabilities.
And this probably changes how we think about schools themselves, right? If AI can deliver personalized instruction, do we need traditional classrooms?
Some educators are exploring more flexible, self-paced models that don't require traditional grade levels or rigid schedules.
What should parents understand about navigating this shift?
For kids, Khan Academy's Khan Migo and Socratic by Google are solid starting points. Adults should look at Coursera Coach for professional development, or Duolingo Max for languages. The key is understanding that AI tutoring works best as a supplement, not a complete replacement for human interaction.
And parents probably need to educate themselves about these tools to help their kids use them effectively.
Understanding privacy policies, knowing when human intervention is needed, and maintaining balance between digital and traditional learning methods are all crucial.
It's another area where parents have to become tech savvy to support their kids' education. Here's what I keep coming back to. This technology could genuinely democratize access to quality education. That's potentially transformative.
It's one of those technologies that could truly democratize access to quality education, though the implementation needs to be thoughtful to avoid creating new forms of inequality.
And for educators, the question isn't whether to embrace this technology, but how to integrate it effectively.
The most successful approaches seem to combine AI efficiency with human wisdom, creativity, and emotional intelligence.
It's fascinating to think that today's elementary students will grow up with AI tutors as a normal part of education. That's going to shape an entire generation's relationship with learning.
The students who succeed will likely be those who learn to effectively collaborate with AI tools while still developing critical thinking and interpersonal skills. The long-term implications are still unfolding, but the transformation is already well underway.
That's our look at how AI tutoring is reshaping education. Whether you see this as an exciting opportunity or have concerns about what we might lose along the way, this change is happening right now in classrooms and homes everywhere.
Thanks for exploring this with us. Until next time.
And remember, the way we learn is evolving rapidly, and understanding these changes matters for students, parents, and anyone who cares about education. See you next week.
Hey everyone, if you liked this episode, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. Thank you.